Yesterday, I went to the Twin Cities and to like the suburbs of the Twin Cities with some friends. And what we did is we went to different stores with different food and stuff from different cultures and countries. Like, we went to an Indian store, we went to a Russian store, we went to an African store, and an Asian market. So the first place we went was an Indian store, and it was really big. Bigger than most kind of like these types of stores or whatever, markets for different cultures and countries. And they had a lot of stuff, mostly Indian, but I mean they had a lot of Arab type foods and products, and I even found some Kenyan stuff. My Kenyan friend was with, so he was pretty excited. He got some Kenyan tea, and it's kind of harder to find here in the U.S., so he was pretty happy to see that. And you know, they just kind of had some random things from China, Asia, and stuff too. So it was pretty cool. And I'll show you some of the stuff I got from there. First of all, I got this tea. I believe that's Hindi. So it's doesn't even come in tea bags. It's just like plain tea. And I've never had this kind of tea before, so I wanted to get some and try it. And let's see. Also, I got lemon rice. I don't know, it looked good. And it says authentic Indian recipe. So it says product of India, made with 100% natural ingredients. And it's medium hot, or medium spicy, I guess you'd say. It says a delectable, subtly flavored mix of lemon and rice. And I really like lemon stuff, so I got that there. And this I thought was interesting. It is Sichuan dish. It's like a Chinese dish, except it's a Indian style Chinese dish. It says now Chinese with Indian twist. That's what it says on it. So I thought that was really cool. So I had to get it because I like Sichuan food a lot. Like in Chinese you'd say 四川食物. Sichuan food. It's good stuff. So I had to get this. And also from there I got some Indian style chips. I don't have them. I kind of ate them right away because they're really good. So those are pretty much gone, so I don't have them to show you guys. But yeah, they had some pretty cool stuff there. And we tried some different Indian desserts. It was pretty good. And right next door to this Indian place was a halal meat market, which is like a Islamic meat market, I guess you could say. And there was a Pakistani like restaurant. It says Pakistani and South Asian restaurant. And also on the other side right next door there was a Moroccan cafe. So we went and looked at those. That was pretty fun. And the next place we went to afterwards was Moscow Market. And there they had, well, obviously mostly Russian stuff, but they also had various other products from Europe. So it was kind of cool. Let's see, I got They also had like Russian literature, Russian movies, CDs, so Russian music too, and they had little like Orthodox Christianity, I guess you could say trinkets, little portraits and little stuff like that too. And so I got this newspaper, a Russian newspaper. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it. I only know a little bit of Russian, like words and phrases of Russian, like hardly anything. Not enough to be able to read this at all. But it had some stuff. I put some stuff into like Google Translate and looked in an online Russian dictionary at some of the articles. And they had talked about some interesting stuff. I'm trying to find one article in here that I thought was kind of cool. And they have different ads too. It's kind of fun to see like ads, different advertisements that they have in here. Because this newspaper is printed in New York. It says since 1996 in New York. So these are all it's all about American, I guess, news for the most part, and international news. And all the advertisements in it are for stuff in New York. Here's an article. I'll try and show it to you guys. It's kind of like about illegal immigration into the United States. Like Mexicans who cross the border illegally through Texas. And it has two containers here. And they say agua, which is, I guess, Spanish for water. And in the desert, what we do as a country, the United States, and what I guess you could say charitable citizens, they make these stations out in the desert by the border where they have basically containers of water. So, you know, even though they're coming to our country illegally across the border, you know, there's places random throughout the desert that have water. So, because we don't want anybody to die of dehydration. So there's water for emergencies, for people who get lost, and that type of stuff. And that's kind of what that article was about. Let's see. What else? Let's see. There's a lot of cool different, stuff in here. But they talk about art, history, current affairs. They even have crossword puzzles in here that are all in Russian. That different kind of stuff. And but the one article that I was talking about that they have is an article that talks about religions in America. And it talked about how Islam is the fastest growing religion. And it talked about how, the world's, I guess, religious structure is changing. How, some religions are growing and then you have other religions that are on the decline. And things might change pretty rapidly in the near future, I guess. So I don't know. It has some real interesting stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool. And then After that, we went to an African market. They didn't have very much stuff. It was a really, really small store. But we got some food from Ghana, and we tried that, and none of us liked it. It was really strange. It was like, I don't even remember what it was called, but it was made from corn. And it just, I don't know, it smelled really bad and it didn't taste good. Maybe we cooked it wrong. That's probably the case, but yeah, we didn't like it. And then we went to an Asian market, and it's an Asian market I go to a lot. And I got these mantou, so they're strawberry ones. It's basically like steamed bread, I guess you could say, Chinese bread. And yeah, these are like my favorite. I like these a lot. And I got chicken dumplings, or I guess in English we call them pot stickers. So I like to get those a lot. And I like to go to the Asian market. I also got some yu cha, or green tea. I like green tea a lot. And this too isn't like tea with tea bags. Like in America, most all the tea you get is in tea bags, but this is just plain tea. And so I got that, and on the back of it you have English, Chinese, and Japanese. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, one more thing. When I was at the Russian store, or the Moscow market, they had you know, like I said, other European foods and different stuff there. And I found this Leitsamer honey, German honey. Eher klassische Rapsblüte, herzhaft. So yeah, it's honey from Munich, Germany. And this is, I tried this honey. This is the best honey I've ever had. Delicious. Really good honey. I like having honey with my tea, so since I bought 2 teas, I made sure I got honey too, because I like honey a lot. And this is the best honey I've ever had. This stuff rules. It's the best. So if you ever get a chance to get this stuff, I would get it. I mean, I could eat this stuff plain. It's so good. But yeah. And also, I'll show you these. These I got not too long ago. And these are Croatian cookies. They're Croatian cookies. On the back you can see that everything's written in Croatian. So yeah, those are kind of some of the new interesting things I've been trying lately and eating, and some of the things that are familiar, like the mantou. Those are so good. I eat those all the time. Whenever I get a chance to go and buy them, I get them. But yeah, I guess that's it for now.